All right, so what we got today? Got the Loadstar. Anyway, I spent a few minutes here off camera just getting this frame, the frame rails parallel. So it's level side to side, but not necessarily front to back. So the reason I did that is so we can weld these gussets in. I'm gonna clean this section up here with the flapper disc and a grinder, get it all set up for welding. So take a few minutes at that, but once we do, we'll weld in these little gusset plates and start trying to figure out how we want to cut the piece to, or the piece for the doubler. So we'll put that on. Then we'll build us a little, like a fish plate type deal for the inside. So we'll cut that out, drill some holes, throw some bolts through it just for, you know, a little extra added insurance, and see what we can get done on that. So also got the S model sitting over here. I'm going to try to pull the steering box off of it, some of the brake stuff, kind of get all that stuff off and kind of see what we need to buy. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully a lot of that's good. Got some brake line in the over here in the building over here, so I can bend up some new lines if need be. But we'll see what we can't rob off that truck. You know, save us a few bucks. I'm hoping all the brake stuff's good because the brakes worked on the S model, you know, before we tore it all apart. But yeah, let's see what we can get done on this welding project first. Let's do it. Gotta have a good, nutritious lunch. All right, so I'm about to do to this frame what the old mouth grinder's done to that apple, and kind of get rid of all this good stuff on the outside here. But couldn't find a flapper disc that was any good, so found an old grinding wheel. So we'll take the grinder to this part here, kind of get it all ready for welding, and skim some of this off the outside here, kind of smooth it up a little bit. And I think what we'll do is we'll cut this doubler to here, but we'll cut it at an angle here. Cut us a piece to go in here, and then a piece here. Come back to, maybe come all the way back to this thing here, doubled. I don't know. Well, anyway, for sure gonna clean this up, get this ready for welding, clean some of this up. Yeah, so let's do it. Plant an apple tree right there. All right, so we're running out of daylight pretty quick, but I'm gonna get some of these stuck in here anyway. So it's not pretty, it's not perfect, but It's mine. So let's get a few tacks on this and see what we can do. Look at that. Let's get a tack on it before it moves. It ain't the best. Not too bad. That's pretty close. There's a hole in the frame there. Well, it's sticking together. May not be pretty or right or what anybody else would do, but it's what I did, and I think it's going to serve me just right, just fine. So, let's get this bottom piece stuck in, then we'll weld up the inside here in just a little bit. Got a teeny tiny little gap there to fill. Oh boy. Alright, so got these filled up pretty good on the outside. A little bit of undercutting there. And I don't know, that looks pretty good. Maybe could fill in a little bit more there. But I'll smooth all this on the outside, that way my plate runs good and smooth. And I still got a weld under the bottom and through here. But I'll show you the inside here. So you can see the weld, you might not see it, filled up the gap real good. So it comes all the way through to the inside. So we'll run a bead on the inside as well. You can see that down there. But yeah, I think it'll be strong enough. I know it puts the, you know, all the forces right in one spot, I guess, but it should gusset it a little bit and hold some of the strength, but oh well, it ain't gonna have no weight on it. But yeah, let's get this other side welded up. Well, we'll somewhat have us a truck frame. Yeah, that don't look too bad stepping back. Yeah, I believe we can live with that. All right, so we got all that burn in, and I haven't cut the outer plates out yet, but it's getting a little dark on us. The sun's already down behind the trees over there. But I welded all of it inside and out, and yeah, a lot of welding, a lot of burns, a lot of curse words, but it's stuck together. But look at that. That don't look bad at all, does it? I like it. That sure helps the look in there. It was looking kind of puny when it was just tacked together. Looking at steering stuff. But yeah, there's that side. Now, I'm no welder, so don't come at me too hard. It's stuck together. I think it'll be all right. A few big globs here and there, but grinder will take care of all that. Well, I probably won't even grind the inside, but the outside I'll grind. That way the double plate sits on there good and flush. So we'll clean all that up, put some rust converter on it, and throw some primer or paint or something on it before we stick them together. That way, hopefully minimize some of the rust that accumulates in there. But yeah, like I say, the sun's going down on us, getting cool, so we'll probably quit here for right now and come back at this in the morning and start cutting out the outer plates here. So yeah, let's do that. All right, so another day back on the Loadstar frame. So I got this little doubler plate. I marked it out here, the first cut here. So this is, it's a 45 is what those little brackets I put in are. So this is, marked this 22.5. So I'm gonna cut this, see that this fits, and then we'll start cutting out all the other pieces for at least one side right now. And I'll have to separate another piece of the frame. So I got one out here, just I got to cut the rivets out of it so we can separate it. But we'll go ahead and cut out all the pieces for this one side, and then should be mirror images of these for the other side. So let's get to cutting. All right, so got that cut out. So the weld's sticking up a little bit high, but actually lines up kind of the way we want it. So it's looking good so far. So we'll cut this piece will be next, and then whatever's left right here for a little piece, something like that. So yeah, that'll work good. I need to grind out that weld right there a little bit, and then we'll grind the bottom of this to match. So we don't want to take too much out of the frame or make this too weak, but we've got to come out of there somewhere. I mean, I guess we could shorten it up just a fuzz, but it's actually landing right about the middle of that weld, so maybe we need to shorten it up some, I don't know. That looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll just clean that up a little bit and see how it fits. All right, so I ground the edges of this piece down, and it fits good. Just kind of dressed it up a little bit. So I laid out the middle piece here. Now, hope this is right. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out. It looks a little off, I don't know, but we're just gonna go with it. And we'll slap it on there. I think I might have to cut a piece of the corner off, just kind of looking at it out there. You'll see what I talk about when we get back out there, but let's go ahead and cut this out. Using up all my wore out cutoff wheels. All right, so you can see what I'm talking about. I kind of need to buzz this corner off, and we'll see better then how it fits. So we can piece this little piece in here, or maybe even just leave it there where it's level with the top of these rails. I don't know. But let's mark that, cut this piece off. There, somewhere right there. Not perfect. Still need some more off of there to get that to go where we want it. I think our angle's a little bit off there, but not bad. Just a little bit. So now I could have cut, you know, this piece to go down this way too, you know, parallel with this one, and had a bigger triangle up here. But I kept going back and forth, and I think for structure, cutting it like this is better as far as it covers up all these welds with one piece, instead of, you know, having this down and, you know, kind of barely getting across that. So I don't know, just in my mind I feel like this one bigger piece here would be better, because this really ain't going to do much for me up here. And again, I don't even know if I'm going to come over top of this now. I think maybe I'll just end it here, like kind of like what we're doing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I fill this in on across to here? That way it's a double plate to right here. Try to plate the top of this somehow. I don't know. You know, let me know what you think. But I think I'm going to take a little bit more off of this, and then a little bit more off of this. That should let it drop down to kind of where it should be sitting. So if I move that out of the way, you can see it kind of sits. Yeah. So it's just basically just the bottom edge. So the angle's just off a little bit. I was using a frame and square, or a speed. I was using a speed square, just kind of shooting at the angles on this. So I expected it to be a little bit off, but we'll buzz some of that off, and yeah, not too bad. Okay, so got these cut out and shaped up pretty good. This one needs a little bit more off this edge here, but well, probably need to take some more off that side. But I think that's where I'll quit. I may cut a piece to go here. I kind of wish now that I just squared it up to this. I didn't realize at the time I was not going to put this top on here. I think I should leave that off. But I don't know. Let me know if there's a reason I should plate the whole top of that. But anyway, I may cut a piece to weld into there so it's up flush. Ooh, may even cut a piece of this angle to, wouldn't I bring that all the way up? You know, maybe tie that in, something like that, a little triangle piece. I don't know. We'll do something. But I got a little bit more fine tuning to go on this before it's ready to weld together. And then, you know, I'll tack these all up. I'll weld them together. And then this, I'll have to just weld it from the outside to this. And then I got a couple of bolts. I'm going to put some bolts in this, you know, somewhere. And we'll call this done then. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Does that look okay? But I don't know. That's what we're going to go with right now. But Sun going down, getting a little cool again, so we're gonna quit here and pick back up again in the morning. All right, so got these pieces kind of lined up where they'll go. Off just a little bit, but I think it's my weld. Right here, hold me on. So anyway, what I got left to cut is, we'll cut a piece of this frame here. Kind of cut this angle here on this one. Put that in there, and then we'll cut the top, kind of round it off somehow on each side. And then we're going to leave this flush, which I'll grind this down a little bit more so it's flush with the top of this frame rail and flush with the top of this. We'll tack it up, see if it fits, and weld it all up. So I think that'll work. Alright, so kind of straighten these up a little bit. I still got more grinding to do on this piece here. It sticks up a little too high. But I cut this little piece out to kind of go right there. So like I say, I may cut this, round this off. I don't know yet. We'll look at it once we get it tacked together. But for right now, I'm going to tack these up, get it looking the way I want, and we'll go from there. So let's get these stuck together. That ain't lined up at all. Let's start over. So what I did, I was trying to hold them up kind of where they lined up with each other, but I can put them on there and they line up really well just setting them on here, so that's where I'm going to tack them. It's close enough. Now, that looks a lot better. Now, what do you think I should do with this piece? You think I should put this on here? Come on, somebody tell me. I think it looks all right, but then I don't know, you know. Get some of the mud off of there. It's pretty darn straight right there. Okay, so what do you think about that? Does it look okay like that? So now you can see on the top, this comes straight. So what I thought is like cutting this at an angle. And then what should I do in here? I don't know, that just don't look perfect to me. And then I need to cut a little bit more off of this so it's level with these rails. You can see it sticks up a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of what we was going for. I'll eventually weld it to this double frame, but this way I got it tacked up, we can weld all this up on the bench, and then we'll take a grinder and smooth everything up. See, like this is off a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, just fix it. This little point's off. Try to make it all look neat, and then we'll make us a mirror image for that side over there. But for right now, I think we'll call it quits on this. Getting cold again. Sun's going down. This is Thanksgiving day, so had a little bit of dinner and come here to do a little bit of work. So ain't got much time, but I'll put this video together and probably have it out tomorrow, or be today for you guys, but Friday. And then we'll kind of work on this on the back burner and see what we can get done with this. But let me know what you think. So should we do something different on the top here? Like, you know, what should I do in here? That's kind of my big question. I want to make that look neat, so it just don't look too great right now. So if you got any suggestions, let me know, and we'll see what we can do about that. But for right now, we're gonna quit on this, and yeah, let's get on something else.